What's going on? I hope you're happy, healthy, doing the things you love doing with those you love doing them with. I'm doing something slightly different, which is me talking about how the year's been so far. We're bang in the middle of March, right? And a lot of things that are happening in the world events, news, celebrity. I know certain agendas have to agenda, but if we're looking at what's been posted and what's been recorded, certain things such as wars, conflict, a lot of surprise news that's happened, and a lot of controversy. All of this is because of the 1 year energy, as well as going into the Chinese zodiac sign year, the horse, which is a fire horse. And on the 17th of February, it's a 8 day and a life path 11 day. So when you factor all of this in, don't be surprised of many more news such as scandals, more conflict, a lot of people that you may feel as if um, will be brought as an expose, will be brought to light. I'm letting you know this is all a reveal. There's going to be something that will continuously be pushed out, especially in the year of the horse. And I'm not just speaking from a numeral. I just had it as well. I'm just speaking not just from a numerology point of view. I'm speaking from an intuitive point of view because it's an 11. Technically, the Chinese zodiac sign or year of the horse started in the 11th day, right? Which is all about emotions, your intuition. It's about social media. It's also about the spotlight. So a lot of things are being brought out. And the one thing that I would give you advice on, because there's a lot of things happening, is to stay logical, right? Treat it as if it's a retrograde, as we are in a Mercury retrograde. So please understand when I say this, you yourself have to be really rational about the situation and stay calm, even if it feels as if there are a lot of serious things that's happening in the world. That's the truth and the reality. And I feel like I'm one to have to say this because I'm a person that is seen as, well, I see myself as someone that guides, someone that empowers, but also have to give you hindsight, the road signs. And whatever you do with that is completely up to you. We're not in the start of 2006 no more. I mean, 2026 no more. We're in March now, which is technically a new season, technically a new year for those that are on different calendars, such as the Chinese zodiac sign. But to be quite frank with you, there is, and I want you to brace yourself for this. I'm not here to scare anyone, but it's going to be a lot more aggressive and it's going to be a lot more conflict and emotions are going to be in stake, right? People's emotions are going to be really all over the place. And my call here for you guys is to really, really find ways to ground, to spiritually cleanse, to practice stillness when you can, to find better ways to manage because the horse year is all action, right? But you can't be all action if you're really feeling as if there is literally no reserves in yourself. So this year's about being strategic, utilize what you know from this knowledge that I'm giving you, this wisdom, and understand that for you to dominate this year, it's all about the planning. It's literally all about the planning. When you're able to plan, especially when you are trying to navigate this year, you will win. And it doesn't matter if there are small wins or big wins, a win is a win for me. And if you're able to control certain events or certain narratives, most importantly, your own energy, and you're in the process of mastering that, then how can you not wait? How can you ever lose? Because you can't ever lose if you practice self, if you focus on you and making sure that you're the best version of you. This one energy is asking you to make adjustments, to reevaluate your current situation in order for your future situation to be better. So, if you haven't planned anything for the life of you, do it. Like, do it. And make sure you do it in a way that you feel that will provide you a lot of inspiration, a lot of energy, and a lot of options. Options are a thing, especially in the 1 year. Whoops, I just dropped my little 1 second. Yeah, I just dropped it. No worries. But yeah, the 1 year is about you providing yourself strategies in order for you to have options to execute your plans. Now, less is more, so I don't want you to overcomplicate your thoughts, but the process of it is making sure that you have one designated plan. And when you have one designated plan, everything else should follow. So, if it's about your inner temple, you focus on your inner temple, your health will get better, your mental health will get better, your spiritual health will get better. All of these things are all going to follow itself. And if your mind is right, everything else is right when you're planning. Now, if it's something to do with money, for example, I would advise to think about in ways of you getting multi-dimensional ways, multi-streaming. Are there different avenues that you can receive money? Are you looking to get another job, another career? Are you looking to get a promotion? Are you planning on getting a business? These are the questions that you got to ask yourself. If it's traditionally about one thing, like as if everything else is underneath that one thing, as if it's an umbrella. Now, the year is going to get even more quicker. It's even going to be even more emotionally amplified. So, as I said, rational thought, rational thinking is the best thing that you can do. If you're feeling if you're having an emotional time, find ways to practice balancing that energy. If you have a person such as you've got a friend, a partner, someone that loves you, could be your mother, could be your daughter, could be your father, could be etc., family. At the end of the day, have someone to help you ground you during that time. Now, the 1 year for me is something that can really propel you into something long and fulfilling as long as you have a plan. And the one thing I will say, especially for this year, and I'm going to speak intuitively, right? I'm going to speak intuitively. If you have felt like things are not going the best way recently, there's always tomorrow for a fresh start. And you have the opportunity to not see this as a crisis, but really see yourself, to put yourself in a position of power. One's about fresh starts, one's also about implementing new things. If you're wanting to start a business, if you I don't want to say the word hate, but if you do not like your boss, or if you're working underneath someone and you're getting micromanaged to shit, I'm just letting you know, get the fuck out of there. Excuse my French, but you gotta find ways to have a new purpose to really invigorate you, to really inspire you. Because if you don't, the 1 year will only eat you up. All right. And if we apply numerology, if I apply intuition and what my guides are telling me, your discipline is going to create your freedom. Your discipline is going to create your freedom. And that is why you will fundamentally do well, because when you are disciplined enough, you'll be creating structures that will have longevity and that you will be fine. Understand that this is a great time for yourself to truly utilize this as a way of giving yourself a new you. Perhaps you want to start with a new and you're embracing yourself as this new identity. Yes, if you want to have a new identity, and I don't say that just figuratively, I'm speaking it from a point of view of like branding or just being showing your face as something else. My God, you should do it. In fact, I would advise to do so. All right. Now, what I like about this 1 year as well in 2026 is the ability for people to really connect in so many different ways, because it is essential that you utilize word of mouth, as in like your connections. You utilize people that you know that are in a certain industry, or most importantly, it's time to invest in yourself, my friend. It's time to invest in yourself. Oneness is also about selfishness, self care, self love. All right. And it's okay to be seen as the villain in someone else's story as long as you're the hero in yours. And you must understand that at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it's doesn't matter if you make the wrong turns because you can always go back towards the direction from your lessons to the correct direction, or even just knowing that turning back is something very valuable to reroute rather than switching the engine off and doing nothing. That is something that I will say. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to learn. It's okay to review and to ask yourself questions. But I say this with care and love. It's not okay to hesitate, to not do anything at all in relations to movement. This year is about being progressive. This year is about movement. And for those that don't even think about it or pose that question, you're only going to be left behind, you know? So, as I said, oneness with this energy is definitely going to be where you can thrive as long as you think about it from a point of view of strategy, discipline, and most importantly, figure out your identity. This is very, very important for this year because we're in March right now. Aries is going to be very, very soon as well. That itself is going to be a big explosion of energies, especially in the Fire Horse, and the Fire Horse being a life path 11 number. It's going to amplify. If you're feeling like certain things are going to amplify now, it's going to amplify in April. So, this message is predominantly to give you the road signs, right? So that you can utilize this as a source of information that you can download. Either way, it's okay if you don't feel connected to this. It's still love. It's still love. But as I said, if you're looking for guidance, if you're truly looking for guidance and you'd like to get a paid service, that's either a reading, one-to-one reading, video calls, or that'll be pre-recorded videos, which is a reading or mentorship, ritual work, or I think yeah, and forecasts. All you got to do is DM me clarity on my Instagram or on my TikTok Sorcerer X, okay? And email me sorcerer333 at gmail.com. I'm going to link that in the description as well. And my website will be in the description. All right, so you can connect through me to my website. All right, that was your message. Slightly different, but sometimes you got to shake up a little bit, all right? Okay, take care. Sorcerer.